What's up and good morning, guys? Welcome back to another video. Just living that full-time OBS life now that the BBB is finally up at Bulletproof, getting a ton of work done on the custom one-off coilover front end that they are building. So while we wait for a second for the old OBS to warm up here, so as you guys know, we've been dealing with some issues with the wheels for the BBB build. Now, I wish I was making this video telling you guys we've got everything resolved, this is gonna be great. Unfortunately, that is not the case. Now, that being said, we've got some decisions to make today, and that's kind of going to play out with how, I guess, the tone of this video is. But that being said, let me give you guys a little bit of a backstory on what's going on with the issue with the wheels. So if you don't know and you're new to my channel and you're new to this video, I am building my custom GMC Sierra Denali build, which you will see right here. So in the midst of all that, getting all the parts ordered and everything, you know, I was really dead set on ordering some fuel forged wheels. I've always had good luck with fuel, and to me, this design that I picked is my favorite forged wheel look. A lot of the other companies, they kind of start to all blend in together, and there's just not that many designs that I personally like that are really my style. But when I saw the FF19s from Fuel Forged, I knew, all right, I gotta have those. So, you know, I've been chronicling this build from day one, from the rendering conception to as we're ordering parts. So there are videos of the ordering process, what it takes to order custom wheels, which you'll see right here. So one of the big things I was real worried about was whether or not we would get the correct color, powder coat color that I had chosen in the wheel color. And you know, Fuel was real good about going back and forth and making sure everything's gonna be great. Now, mind you, one thing to know about Fuel wheels is MHT owns Fuel. So if you're ordering Fuel wheels, you're gonna be ordering through MHT or the company MHT. So even though I'm referring to Fuel a lot in this video, it's really MHT. But anyways, we had a lot of good back and forth. We found the color I liked. They already had it as one of their color codes. Perfect. All right, let's get a set of wheels ordered. We were told 6 to 8 weeks. It took about 10. Now, okay, that's fair. I understand people get backed up, no big deal. So I get really excited when I find out the wheels are here. So I go down to take a look at them, and well, as you can see in this video, there was a lot of inconsistencies in the powder coating itself. It just was not consistently applied, so there were almost bald spots on the wheels. So we call back MHT, they say, no problem, shim back up here, we'll take a look. And that was kind of where we left off on the last video, because to me it sounded like, great, they're gonna make everything right. And that's kind of where things went a little bit south. You know, once they received the wheels, I guess they pulled one out, looked at it and said, we don't see anything wrong with it, you're crazy. We called in the VP, he looks at thousands of wheels, he doesn't see anything wrong with it, we're not doing anything. To another phone call a couple hours later, you know, same thing, you know, there's nothing we're gonna do, you know, take the wheels back. And now mind you, they don't know who Dmaxryno is, we've never dropped the Dmaxryno name, I've never said give me a discount on these wheels, nothing. They've been dealing strictly with my guy over at Preston's who's been dealing with them directly. So then my guy tells them, hey, I bet you guys didn't even take them out in the sun. Take them out in the sun, get a look at them in some better lighting, and I guarantee you'll see the bald spots in the wheels. Sure enough, they call back an hour later saying, yeah, we see them. How long do we have? We'll get them fixed, which to me sounded like, great. That's how you're supposed to run a company. As you guys know, I own a couple companies, and there's always gonna be issues that come up when you own a company, when you work for a company, whatever. There's always gonna be an issue. It's how you handle that issue that determines whether or not you're really a good company or not. And so to me, it sounded like, okay, great, the issue's handled, no big deal, awesome, get the wheels fixed, send them back down, we'll all be happy. You know, I think it took about 4 or 5 days for the wheels to get back down here, which to me, that's a pretty good turnaround time. I get a text from my guy over at Preston's. He says, no, dude, the wheels aren't right. Here's a picture. They got little pit marks in them. I'm sending them back. You don't even have to come look at them. I thought, man, like this sounds like a losing battle. What's going on? Once I looked at the pictures, I'm like, dude, it looks like they just resprayed right over top of the old powder coat. Never tried to strip it down and start over on the wheels. And he's like, yeah, that's pretty much exactly what happened. So shifts the wheels back up to Fuel. Okay, well, you know, now it's getting a little annoying, but once again, if you make it right, you make it right. Fuel gets the wheels back, looks at them, says, absolutely not, we are not touching these wheels. There is nothing wrong with them. You guys are crazy. Starts to get a little bit cocky and says, no, we're not touching them. You can take them or leave them. We'll sell them to somebody else if you don't want them. Now I'm starting to get a real sour taste for this company when all they got to do is make it right. It's not like we're the nitpickiest people in the world. I just want a decent set of wheels, considering these wheels are really, really expensive. So after a lot of back and forth of them saying, we will absolutely not respray these wheels. We're not going to strip them down and respray them. If you want, we will put you at the back of the line. You can wait another 10 weeks and we will remake you a set of wheels, which to me is no longer an option, being that the truck has been sent up to Bulletproof and things are really starting to get into motion. So waiting another 10 weeks, it's not really feasible for me to have a completed truck anywhere near on time. So then they said, well, all right, we'll give you a little bit of money off of each wheel if you take them as is. Now that being said, the wheels were up with them. I had not seen them personally. The guys at Preston had before they sent them back. So what we're doing today is the wheels have just been shipped back to Preston's. I'm gonna go take a look at them and we've really got a decision to make. Whether or not what is here is acceptable, can I live with it, or do I wanna start over? So let's head over to Preston's. All right, so we made it over here to Preston's. This thing's pretty clean for being old. Not my style, but I know a lot of you guys will respect this build. Fox shocks. Dang, it's quite the setup. Like I said, not my style, but I can respect the money that went into this. Let's go inside and see if we can find these wheels. Let's see how long before he notices us. He doesn't notice us. So apparently Dave is busy right now, so let's go check out what's going on in the shop. See my boy Randy over here.
This busy guy on the phone.
What up?
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, buddy.
Dude, hold on. What we got?
I put some product in. You know, no big deal.
Fabulous, buddy.
What's got going on with this thing?
ABS coilover.
Oh shit!
Check out the other side. Little Skippy here's got the other coilover in already.
Check out the other
What's up,
side.
buddy?
What's going on?
Well, let's go see what we got.
Ooh, I like the white.
Took everything off, had it repowder coated, pearlescent white.
The white looks good. Size wheels and tires.
2212s, 38-inch Toyo motors.
Be a good look.
Yeah.
I mean, a little more old man, but what are you gonna do?
Well, I mean, he's like 50.
Perfect. This is what Javier knows is supposed to be done. That's important. Because as far as I'm concerned, they did not get stripped.
What the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
This is fuel wheels, guys. Fuel wheels. Javier is supposed to strip and refinish. So we don't have to call you and act dumb and ask what are you. Okay.
I mean, it sounded like they were running a Mickey Mouse show over there. But now it kind of looks like they're running a Mickey Mouse show over there. This is like some third grade shit right here. Easy, Brandon. Easy. Don't cut yourself, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, they got less packaging than they did the first time they came. All right, let's go outside. Come on. You got that?
I got it.
Yeah,
I was going to set it down right there,
You
but
look like you're struggling a little bit.
I'm okay.
It looks heavy.
It's not light.
All right. I got to see them in the light, so. Let's see what they look like in the light. Oh, I already see one big old something right there. So my issue with these guys is when it says strip and redo it, you're supposed to strip and redo it, and they didn't. So it's really hard to tell, and I'll be able to show you guys in pictures later, but there's clearly a bubble right here of something in there. I don't even want to touch the wheels, but let's see if we can pick it up on camera. I know it's gonna be hard. You'll see it right there in the middle of the screen. Right there. And
It says so on the box.
Oh, this one says the best one.
see, this is the kind of shit we're dealing with over at Fuel. This one's the best one, which once again, we did not label any of these when they got sent back. They've done all the labeling, which means they've identified issues with the wheels. So the fact that they're being bitchy about it at this point, this one didn't even get wrapped when it got sent back. So this one must not have got touched. No, it did.
I don't know, it's tough to tell if this one got refinished or not. I'm guessing it didn't by the fact that this is still the original plastic that was put on it. And I could see almost a little bit of a blonde spot in there. So in my previous video, you saw we unwrapped all 4 wheels and they all had bald spots of the powder coating. Some were, actually one was somewhat decent, and I'm guessing that was this one, because this one, to me, looks like it was not redone at all. What is this one?
Worst one.
Oh, this one's the worst one. All right. Pretty sure it's worst with a T, but I could care less how you spell if you can powder coat properly. Oh, look at that. See that big old freaking bubble right there? That one's pretty bad. Oh, hold on. Hold for Rick. Rick's got this one. Oh, dude, you see that fat scratch right there? I don't know if you can get that on camera. That one's got a big old scratch right there. And pit, bubble, bubble, pit. Big bubble in the black, but we didn't redo the black. It's just, I feel like they didn't give a shit on this repair or this redo. It says strip and redo. If you look at that, that was not stripped and refinished. To me, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that was not stripped and refinished. It was just sprayed over top of the old stuff, which is why there's so much raised up stuff, because they didn't get them clean. I say let's get them back in boxes so they're safe, and then we're gonna just have to make a decision today, because I don't know if this is acceptable. They are offering a dollar amount for accepting these, and to me, I gotta see if that's worth it to, at some point, maybe if I get a wild hair, pull these off the truck and refinish them. I really do regret putting Fuel Forged on the lips of the wheels now, because I don't want to advertise for these guys for this quality of work. I'm just not impressed. All right, so we're just leaving Preston's now, and here's the deal, and here's kind of what we've decided and what's going on. Now, mind you, all of these opinions and kind of the way I feel about the company I'm dealing with, they're all mine. These guys are just doing their job, and they've just been playing middleman as to kind of facilitating the sale. You know, they've been really, really good with kind of playing the buffer of me being angry and then them having to translate over and kind of playing middleman. And I really do respect all the guys over here for putting up with me, because, you know, this has been a lot of back and forth, and, you know, they're really not making money going back and forth all these times. So thank you to these guys. And like I said, all these opinions are mine. So kind of what we've decided, or what I've decided, is, you know, they've offered me a dollar amount off per wheel. Now, it is nowhere near enough of what it would take for me to actually take these wheels and strip them and have them redone myself. But we're kind of between a rock and a hard place. It would be another 10 weeks to build new wheels and possibly risk them looking the same, if not worse. Or we try and start over with a different company, but this really is a wheel design that I like. So, you know, now that the truck is up at Bulletproof, things are really moving along, and things are gonna start happening quick. So it's really not worth the 10 weeks to me. I wanna see when these wheels are mounted and sideways, if you really can pick them apart or not. And the only way I could do that is by accepting the wheels and taking them as is. Just so you guys know, though, I'm not 100% happy. I will not be buying fuel wheels again in the future, because I don't think this whole situation was handled correctly. Now, that being said, I'm not the nitpickiest person in the world, but these are really expensive wheels, and they should have been done to a higher quality, or at least redone and made right. But, you know, all I can do is tell you guys my experience. Obviously, you know, we all have different experiences with different companies, so if you guys enjoy fuel wheels, then by all means, go for it. Just me personally, I will not be buying any fuel wheels in the future. Now, that being said, the BBB build is underway. Things are looking good. We should have the Ultimate Air Ride kit here any day, so we can take a look at it and get that thing sent out for powder coat, hopefully properly. But yeah, I'm still really excited about these wheels. You know, there's gonna be hiccups along the way. Sounds like we just kind of got to bite the bullet on this one and keep moving forward, because I'm not going to let something like this set back such a badass build and a badass truck. But as always, if we're going to spend money, we need to make money. So we're going to roll over to the flagship project right now, and let's get to work. All right, well, we just showed back up over at the flagship project. Look at Dave over here on his phone. What's up, buddy? Tank top guy, huh?
Big time.
You know, we did get a lot of comments in the last video that I posted. Everybody says, tell Dave it's time to go from a small to medium shirt.
That's not true.
That is 100% true. I will show you the comment in a second.
Like, you writing these comments doesn't qualify.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me. It's a real comment.
Dude, you don't have to lie to make friends.
Hey, everybody, how you doing?
Good, man.
You ready to get some work done?
Kind of. I'm trying. You know, I feel like I've been getting work done all day.
I know one thing.
Shoot.
Those sunglasses are looking good, buddy. Where'd you get those?
Man, I'll tell you what, dude. Part of the good thing from putting up with this guy on the regular, it comes with perks. You know, like 11 years later, I got a pair of scratched up goggles used.
But they look
for
good.
about, and I'm pretty sure it only cost me the equivalent of like $17,000.
But they look beautiful. And he's never had more confidence in his life than the day he put those bad boys on. Is that true?
I think that's a half truth.
That's a half. We'll take a half truth. If you guys remember the last time we were here, we took care of Palapa 1 and 2. They were about, I don't know, I'd say Palapa 1 was almost done. Palapa 2 we were just getting started on. Well, now Palapa 1 and 2 are done. We're about to open up the gate here and get finished on Palapa 3, which we just started yesterday.
Check it out, everybody. We got a guest appearance by everybody's favorite plumber, Brent.
What's happening, folks?
Brent. What's up, buddy? What are you up to today?
I'm setting toilets.
That sounds exciting.
It's very exciting.
So Brent actually put in after work yesterday, he was trying to hang out and not want to, get in some traffic. He got to play around with some lumber with us today. How'd that go, Brent? Did you enjoy that?
I did. I think we might switch
Are you gonna switch trades now?
trades.
You gonna come work with us?
I'm gonna be a
Hold on, man.
carpenter.
I can't. Is that really the size difference now that we're up on the same curve? Dang. I don't know if I realized you were that short. I mean, listen, you make up for it in
and other things.
goatee length.
All right, story time with Brent. What do you got, buddy?
So we're talking about missing 2x4s and falling in a drain.
Yep.
So one time I got a call downtown, and I found a 4x4 in the water main.
In the inlet?
The inlet, the supply. I found a 4x4 in a 4-inch main.
Dang.
Well, congratulations to that guy. Somebody was not happy about that job they were doing that day.
No, they pissed the plumbers off, I guess.
Yeah, that's an intentional one.
Don't piss the plumbers off.
We got pavers going in. Palapa 1 and 2 are done, other than the finish, the stain. And we are on Palapa number 3. Right, Brent?
That is correct.
Thank you, Brent. So, we're gonna put the camera down for a minute, actually get some work done here on Palapa number 3, and maybe we'll give you a little tour of Brent's exciting project he's working on.
Toilets.
How'd you do that?
So we're heading on over right now to our stack of beams so we could make our cuts over there because they're big and heavy and we don't feel like carrying them over in 20-foot lengths. Dave, you look comfortable, buddy.
Hey, man, I mean, nothing reminds me of my Kentucky roots. Actually, a lot of things remind me of my Kentucky roots, but this also reminds me of my Kentucky roots.
People don't believe me when I say I live out of this truck at work, and it's just really not designed to have more than me in the truck at any point in time. But Dave normally rides in the bed.
I beg to differ.
Well, Dave looks pretty. All 5'3" of Dave over here is pretty comfortable, but most normal-sized people are not comfortable squeezing in this truck. Dave normally sits in the bed, but he's kind of over it now, so he's right.
Yep. All right, guys. So I know a lot of you guys that watch these videos, you're blue collar workers, or you're just in that realm where you're trying to decide what trade you want to get into. You've seen what I do on the carpentry, the drywall, all that front. One thing I don't dabble in myself, other than unless it's like a small thing or hooking up some things, but plumbing is just not my cup of tea. Now this man right here, I don't know what it is about plumbing, but he sure really does enjoy it. As you can tell by the...
If it stinks, it smells like money.
There you go. So Brent's wonderful day. I don't know if any of you guys have ever swapped out a toilet in your house. It is just not fun. Well, Brent gets to do that a lot of times today, huh, buddy?
Yep, 6 of them on this side and 4 on the other side, plus 2 urinals.
That sounds like a good day, huh?
Yeah, it's a very good day.
The good thing is they're clean.
They are clean. That's the wonderful thing. There's no shit been gone down on them or piss, so we're good.
Now you gotta, I mean, we're all in agreement. Public bathrooms are the worst thing in the world, right?
Yes, especially the women's.
Really?
Yes, I've seen more women's messed up bathrooms than I have seen men's.
That is a disturbing fact.
I'm sorry, women. To put you out there on Front Street, but...
So Brent, I know you tell people don't get into plumbing, but you're in plumbing. So somebody that wants to get into plumbing, give them a little bit of advice on how to get started.
Go to school.
Okay. A trade school, plumbing specific?
Sure. Or
Sure. Are you gonna get a master's degree in
soldering
history?
pipe.
You're gonna become a plumber? Come on, bro.
Now go to a trade school or start with a company that's going to pay you to learn, like I did. I didn't go to school.
There you go. Well, to me, that's my favorite way. You all know, going to school, you're only going to learn so much, and they're not necessarily going to teach you things you're going to encounter in the field, right? You always encounter some 4x4 in a water supply pipe. They don't tell you that in school.
No.
So you got to be able to adapt, and to me, learning out in the field is the best way to do that, because you're going to run into real world problems, and there is no, okay, you failed, start over. It's real world. You have to come up with a solution. Right, buddy?
That is correct.
So Brent's way works, school works. I know a lot of my friends that are plumbers have gone to school, or the plumbing company they work for has their own kind of in-house school, which is also a way to go. But I don't know, man. For me, not my trade. Glad I got a guy like Brent, though, that is willing to get shit deep into some things and help me out. Thanks, buddy.
No problem.
All right, man, we're gonna leave you here. You have fun.
All right, sounds good. See you guys later.
All right, guys, well, with that, the day is winding down. As you can see, it's getting pretty dark. Do you guys see anything weird about this Silverado over here? Let's take a little zoom skis in. I think there's something strange about that. I'll let you guys leave down in the comments what's going on with that rig, but you know, we got a decent amount done, considering we both ended up here at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Well,
maybe one of us ended up here at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
we did a lot of business other than the blob.
That is true. That is true. With that, guys, I want to thank all of you for watching these videos. You know, Dave's shirt is a little bit larger than in the previous videos, so we're starting to address that issue a little bit. We're getting this guy into some bigger shirts. He's a grown man, you know what I'm saying? He's been hitting the gym, and it's time we get this guy to step up to some bigger shirts, because, you know, it shows, buddy. These arms, man, looking good, looking good. So as always, thank you guys for watching these videos. You know, this whole wheel issue, I don't know, we're gonna have to kind of work it out and see how it goes, and kind of, you know, just see really how things play out. But you guys know my stance from earlier in the video, and it just, you know, it is what it is. So with that, buddy, is there anything you'd like to say to the people?
Be yourselves. Thanks for watching. Click the subscribe button.
Dude, you're getting good. You are getting good. I guess they roll the outro.
What, roll the outro.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah.